Thank you very much, Minister. Your Excellencies, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank first and foremost the Harmonic Innovation Group and our own Nairobi International Financial Center and our friends from UNIDO and the office of Mr. Thigo here for convening this very important forum. The brief that we have received as to what has happened this morning is very encouraging. That this gathering sits at an introspection of two defining forces shaping Africa's future. One is innovation, and another one is capital. Together they will determine how we grow, how we compete, and how we secure prosperity for our people. For Kenya, this is not a new terrain. Our foreign policy has long been anchored in economic diplomacy, the principle that global engagement must translate into real opportunities that have a commercial and economic value. And there is no clear expression of that principle than what we are advancing here today. The economic partnership between Kenya and Italy is deepening in very practical and measurable ways. We are now collaborating globally through trilateral AI cooperation with India, and which was formalized at the AI Impact Summit in Delhi. I think Minister Uslo has already spoken to this. And we are advancing frontier capability with the Luigi Broglio Space Center evolving into a hub of satellite AI and Earth observation in Malindi, Kenya. This is a partnership built not merely on intent, but on purpose and delivery. As Kenya, we maintain an open capital account and investor-friendly frameworks. The Nairobi International Financial Center provides a clear institutional entry for global capital. Our legal framework and architecture, through investment agreements and tax treaties, ensure certainty for investors and for venture capitalists. At the same time, we are building for the future. The Startup Act supports high-growth ventures, and our forthcoming national AI policy ensures that innovation is also matched by responsible governance. At the center of today's agenda is a bold ambition, the AI 10 billion initiative. Led by the Africa Development Bank and the UNDP, this initiative aims to mobilize up to US $10 billion by 2035, unlocking up to 40 million jobs, driving $1 trillion in additional GDP, and generating $150 billion in annual tax revenues. The alternative to this is stark. Without decisive action, Africa risks the inability to realize as much as US $750 billion in AI-driven GDP. This initiative is designed to prevent that outcome through bankable pipelines, blended finance, and core investment structures that bring public and private capital together, and to do so at scale. For Kenya, this is already underway. A dedicated AI investment vehicle housed within the Nairobi International Financial Center, which combine concessional capital with private investment to accelerate deployment. We therefore invite Italy through the Mattei Plan to anchor a co-investment partnership within this vehicle. And we call on all development finance institutions and investors present here today and those who can tap into this meeting to help shape and scale this effort. This spirit of partnership extends to talent and entrepreneurship. Today, we welcome the launch of the Next Generation Africa 2026 Kenya edition, linking East Africa startups with Italian and European capital. It builds on a strong track record with over 175 startups already accelerated, 500 entrepreneurs trained, and more than euros 15 million raised. This is not a one-off initiative. It is a long-term platform, now anchored in Nairobi, signaling Italy's role in Kenya's innovation ecosystem. Let me equally reiterate that Kenya seeks from venture capital. We need patient capital aligned with African market realities, targeting investments of 500,000 euros to 5 million euros in growing AI-driven companies. But beyond capital, we seek partnership. Kenyan founders need access to European markets. Italian firms need access to African growth. This is a two-way opportunity. To unlock it fully, co-investment alongside institutions such as the International Financial Corporation and the European Investment Bank will be essential in reducing risk and scaling participation. The opportunity is immediate. Kenya attracted US dollars 800 million in venture capital last year, the highest on the African continent. Our task now is to ensure that more of this capital reaches local founders. The pipeline is already forming. Hundreds of startups are being engaged, and a new generation of entrepreneurs, many of them repeat founders, is building companies with global ambition. At the same time, exit pathways are strengthening. Activity on the Nairobi Securities Exchange, regional acquisitions, and secondary transactions are creating a more complete investment cycle. What is emerging between Italy and Kenya is something larger than a bilateral relationship. It is a new model, one where the global North and the global South build together as equal partners. Under the Matei Plan and Kenya's bottom-up economic transformation agenda, we are aligning this vision. I therefore invite you not simply to invest, but to help shape what Africa becomes by 2040. On behalf of the government of Kenya, I reaffirm that Kenya is open, ready, and committed. And the partnerships formed here in Rome today will be put to work at scale in Nairobi and across our continent. So welcome to Nairobi, and my very best wishes to all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. With the indulgence and with the permission, we really like to immortalize this event.